They're somewhere. Take me back here.
You don't seem super invested in this whole thing, Citlali.
The Battle of Seven Colors is something I've only ever heard about. I know as much as anyone else in my tribe.
But how? Weren't you alive when it happened?
I wasn't there when it took place, and she never told me about it. That's how.
But Molo-Saw said the two of you were close friends. The battle was legendary. Why wouldn't Huitzilin tell you about it?
Close friends? More like arch rivals. Something Montluçon would know if he actually did his research. Did you see the graffiti outside my house? That's not my doing. All students from Huitziline's School of Shamanism must pass an extremely difficult trial before graduation, defeating me in battle. Those graffiti drawings are how they challenge me.
Wait, what?
Of course, none of them ever succeeded.
What an extremely
After
petty thing to
death,
do.
her students had no choice but to modify the requirement. Instead of defeating me, all they have to do now is last long enough.
Yeah, that sounds like a necessary change.
As my rival, Huitziline only had one achievement that surpassed my own, and that was the Battle of Seven Colors. I can only assume she had some kind of secret technique at her disposal. It makes perfect sense that she kept it from me. I'm a fast learner. Telling me about the technique is no different than handing it to me on a silver platter. As if she would give away her one advantage.
Oh, that makes sense.
Anyway, all of that is secondary. Like I said, I'm only here to help you fulfill your duty.
So, Citlali is doing all this for me? She likes us.
Don't misunderstand. This duty is important for my tribe, too. A great shaman should do her part to see it done.
Or she can sense that we're also, like, immortal. A great shaman should also be a bit more organized at home.
Excuse you? I fail to see what housekeeping has to do with my duty as a shaman.
I mean, I can't say I disagree. She's got a point.
Why is it that you're the one whose thoughts are exposed, but I'm still the one suffering? I need to get to the bottom of this.
Excuse me, great shaman, but we have a situation over here. We could really use your help.
Please, great shaman.
Okay.
Of course the Battle of Seven Colors happened. The woven scroll proves it. Huitzilian used a mysterious color to construct a maze and trap the enemies inside.
That's just your interpretation. There's more than one way to understand that scroll. Besides, constructing a maze out of color is ridiculous.
Huitzilian was one of the most powerful shamans of her time. She definitely could have pulled it off.
That's the biggest problem. She had students. Why not pass it down?
Well, aren't we currently trying to perceive some color that other people can't? Maybe she was whatever role we're trying to take on now, but from the past.
A technique that powerful? And no shaman since has ever used it?
Her students are keeping it a secret, of course. If you knew a technique like that, you'd be a fool to show it to just anyone.
Oh, I didn't mean to cause an argument. I just wanted to ask, is there anything we can use to prove the battle took place?
Of course it took place. Why would you need to prove it?
You'll have to excuse him. Some people in our tribe insist on clinging to outdated views of history. I'd give up now if I were you. It only gets more ridiculous from here.
Please don't fight.
Wow, so the battle really is controversial.
Am I the outdated one? Kids these days can't find anything better to argue about?
These arguments are precisely why I hesitate to include this story in my collection. Neither side was able to offer anything useful. What should we do?
Huitzilian was a passionate teacher. We were opposites in that sense. The technique she used in the battle must have been her masterpiece. There's every reason to pass it on. Still, if the technique is powerful enough to single-handedly stop an invasion, it also makes sense that her disciples would keep it a secret. We should check with the students from her school. If we can confirm the technique exists, we can deduce certain things about the battle.
But as far as I know, most of the shamans from her school occupy high positions in the tribe. Not the type of people outsiders like us can speak to on a whim.
Okay, I'm an outsider and I can speak to whoever, so...
Right. The obsidian altar is off limits to you. But, if I go...
I can also go.
Is there a problem?
Most of Wheatsealing students are respected priests in the tribe. But that means they had to go through me. Or try, at least. I, of course, humiliated them from a young age.
Of course you did.
Those who hold the position now are the ones who lasted long enough before I wiped the floor with them. If I show up without warning, they'll run for dear life. That's not gonna get us any answers.
So I go.
Yeah, Paimon can see it now.
Run for dear life? It's like Citlali some kind of tyrant.
Hey, don't jump to conclusions. That was just a metaphor.
I'll make sure they don't run away.
Only you have the guts to joke like that with me, traveler. Fine, I said I'd help, so I'll help. But don't blame me if it goes wrong.
Alright, the rest of you can wait for us here.
And actually stay put this time.
We appreciate the help.
I don't know that you do. Where am I going? Wait. First, I need these. I actually don't think I need more of those. Is my Auroron level 90 yet? Is he? No, he's level 80. Oh, I guess I did need those plants. Dang, I only have 66 now. He's getting there. Okay, where am I going? Down there. Can I teleport? Please let me teleport. Thank you. Hello, Bear. Welcome to stream.
Oh, are you in the middle of a ceremony?
Sure, just interrupt their ceremony. What could go wrong?
Granny Eatsley?
What a great way to start this convo with them.
What is she doing here?
Been a hot minute. How we doing? I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Hope you're doing well.
Did some coward not show up after challenging her to a fight?
Or is she here to officially take over the tribe?
Whoa. It's like they really do see her as some kind of tyrant.
I don't think Citlali has the energy to deal with being in charge of this tribe. I think she'd rather do literally anything else.
No matter what, we'll defend our dignity as priests to the end.
Ugh, you talk a big game for someone who lost to me the most out of the entire priesthood.
What?
All I want is to ask some questions.
So, you're here to interrogate us?
Someone didn't sit pretty for their beating? Is that it? You want their name, don't you?
We should just run!
What did you do to them, Citlali? Don't be afraid.
Yeah, with the hero of Natlan here, Granny Eatsley will be on her best behavior.
Sure, whatever you say.
I don't think we can promise that.
Oh, it's the traveler and her companion. That does make me feel better. How can we help you?
We wanted to ask about the technique you inherited from Wheatsealing.
Huh. So you can eradicate our school once and for all?
No, I don't care about that, sir.
Disciples of our school have challenged her year after year, just as our master instructed. Sounds like she's finally had enough.
What's the worst that could happen? Well, Citlali did once threaten to cut the legs off of her own grandson because he was annoying her. So, you know, there's that. And that's her beloved grandson.
Well, you're not wrong.
If we want to protect our legacy, one of us needs to run.
Not this again. Just how much did you traumatize them, Citlali?
She beat them in a duel. So what? There's no reason to be this terrified. Citlali is someone worthy of love and respect. You say that because she's not capable of cutting your legs off.
Hey! You can't just say whatever you want just because it's in your head. I'm Granny Eatsley. A mere mention of my name and kids burst into tears. Love and respect? No one has the guts for that.
Me and Auroron. That's two people. Well, I do.
What? You know what? Forget about your duty. We really need to fix this mind-reading situation.
Sorry to disappoint, but if you're here to question whether we're qualified to inherit our master's legacy, we're not going down without a fight.
We're not getting anywhere. What should we do, Traveler?
Let me think. Oh, look at the cutie. I still love these little owl freaks.
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Elder Tlapo! Oh, we must have disturbed your meditation. Our deepest apologies. Please forgive us.
Did Elder Tlapo just issue a declaration?
I don't know. I don't speak owl.
From what I can tell, in a single word, the message was... friend?
Is Elder Tlapo telling us to treat Granny Eatsley as a friend?
It was definitely looking at me and Paimon, not at Citlali, but if this will get us to all move on from this, then sure.
That's not possible, is it?
I'll let the misunderstanding fly.
Oh, you forget yourselves, my friends. You are esteemed priests of our tribe. Where are your manners?
But Chief...
I didn't expect to see you here, great Shaman. My sincere apologies for the lack of hospitality.
Well, I wasn't exactly planning to come to this crowded place. So you can save the pleasantries, Chief. I'd rather get this over with.
Understood. Now, as successors of Huitzilin, I understand your friction with Granny Eatsley. However, Elder Tlapo's declarations have always showed us the correct path. You would do well to respect his counsel.
Yeah, listen to the owl. He knows what's going on.
So, mind your manners and allow Granny Eatsley to ask her questions.
Good thing Elder Tlapo and Chief Biram are on our side.
Talk to Citlali. Okay.
Hi there, Elder Tlapo!
It's been a while. Look at his little paws. They're so cute.
Hey, he seems pretty happy to see us.
He's the one who put you in charge of the scroll, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Elder Tlapo appointed us to the task.
Elder Tlapo, huh? He's still Claw to me.
Aww. I want to pet one.
Hey, don't pull that cutesy stuff with me. You're an Iktomisaur Elder now. You occupy an eminent and important position within the tribe.
That doesn't mean it can't be cute.
So, you already know each other?
Claw was only this big when we first met. He was Huitzilin's Saurian companion back then. She kept dragging him to my place, so over time, we got to know each other.
Sounds like you and Huitzilin were close.
She only came to my place to fight me. But at the same time, she always claimed to be my friend. She was the only one who dared to try, at least.
Well, you've lived a long time. You've probably made a bunch of friends over the years, right?
The more time you have, the more friends you lose.
Oh,
Anyway, let's get back to business. I hate talking about the past.
Elder Talapo said, no.
200 years and you still haven't given up, Claw? I still haven't made up my mind, so you should head back. Traveler, Paimon, let's go.
How could you deny that cutie, though? He's so adorable. Where am I going? Oh. Hi.
Hey there, Chief Biram.
Hi.
Oh, wait. We haven't reached out since the last time we failed the task, huh?
I'm just grateful you haven't forgotten that duty.
I mean, we were kind of busy saving, you know, all of Natlan. Stopping their god from dying. It's not like we've been shirking our duties.
Actually, we have good news. We found another clue.
I'm all ears.
It's the Battle of Seven Colors.
Huitzilin's claim to fame? That sounds promising. But the battle took place hundreds of years ago. An investigation is bound to be difficult.
I feel like a battle that took place only 200 years ago, I feel like they should still know whether or not that fight actually happened or if it was just made up. That's too recent to have been lost to history, you know?
True, but Granny Eatsterly promised to help.
Is that so? Huh. I've tried seeking her help in the past, but I never managed to coax her out. You should cherish this opportunity.
Hey, don't complain. None of the previous chiefs succeeded either.
Forgive me. That wasn't my intention. It was a comment on my own failings.
Paimon said you've been trying to figure out how to weave the special scroll.
It is my duty, great shaman.
Why bother? The scrolls always end up completed on time. So what's the point of figuring it out for yourself?
If I may, this task concerns the history of Natlan as a whole. And in many ways, history is the memory of a people. Memory is sacred to our tribe. I'm sure a great shaman understands that better than a humble junior like myself. Something this important cannot be left to baseless rumors. I know you don't concern yourself with the daily affairs of the tribe, Granny Eatsterly. Even so, as a priestess, I trust you wouldn't leave something like that to chance.
I get your point.
Something on your mind, Citlali?
Of course, the one time I wish you could read my mind, it doesn't work.
Well, right now you're reading my mind. I'm not able to read your mind. You fix your own spell. That's not a me problem, that's a you problem. The chief referred to himself as a humble junior. Maybe Citlali's worried she looks old.
No, that's not it.
We're gonna get ourselves hit.
Huh?
It's not important. Rest assured, Biram, with my help, the Traveler and Paimon will definitely be able to complete the task.
You have my thanks then.
But how am I supposed to figure out how to see a color that no one else can see? Like, how does that happen? How can someone help me make that happen? Hi.
Huh.
All right, good talk, guys. Good
So
talk.
are you here to test whether we're qualified to inherit Master Huitzilin's legacy?
No, no one cares about that.
You've already been tested, haven't you? Well, frankly speaking, I don't think any of you are qualified.
Oof.
But that's not why I'm here. All you need to do is be good and answer my questions.
Fine. Ask away.
You've heard of the Battle of Seven Colors, right?
Of course. It's our master's claim to fame. An immortal legend inscribed in the very history of our tribe.
At this point, I do think it'd be more funny if this battle never actually happened. I feel like it definitely did happen, but it'd be funnier if she just made it up.
Then I'm sure you know there are those who question whether it actually occurred.
I did hear people arguing about that the other day.
It's disgraceful. How can they question something like that?
It doesn't surprise me. Natlan has had more tourism lately. A lot of people have started getting strange ideas after interacting with Outlanders. After all, everyone who took part in the battle has returned to the ley lines. Without witnesses, it's hard to refute detractors.
Well, it just so happens the questions I want to ask are directly related to the legitimacy of this battle.
Listen, we know you are rivals, but do you really have to question her legacy?
Just answer the questions, sir.
You think she's like you? Someone who can't survive a little scrutiny?
She's brutal.
No, of course not.
Then let me finish. During the battle, Wheatsealing most likely used a technique powerful enough to turn the tides of war. I'm sure she was very proud of it, proud enough to pass it on to her disciples. So, which one of you inherited that technique?
I don't think any of these people did. None of them look strong enough.
I don't think any of us have heard of it.
Listen, I'm not trying to take it for myself, so be honest. With or without it, I can wipe the floor with any of you.
Yeah, no objections there. But I'm telling the truth. None of us have ever heard of that technique.
What's wrong with her? Why would she let it go extinct?
Master's body of work is massive. No one student could hope to learn all her techniques. Mastering just a few already takes a lot of effort. Master had no choice but to recruit many students, split up what she knew into different portions, and pass it down through various individuals. So even though we see ourselves as representatives of Wheatsealing's school of shamanism, what we know isn't the sum of her legacy. Actually, I know of a shaman family that inherited some of Master's techniques. The family fell on hard times and lost the right to the priesthood. Still could be worth a shot.
But if they inherited Wheatsealing's secret technique, shouldn't the family be thriving?
Well, it's the only thing I can think of.
All right, give me their address.
I'll mark it out on your map.
To be honest, I'm not optimistic about the future of this investigation.
You're really giving it your all, though.
That's because the request came from you. You don't know the power of your own words, do you?
She loves us. Also, so they had a super powerful priestess, Wheatsealing, and she had disciples, and there was no one competent enough to learn more than like a tiny little portion of her practices.
Oh, how many
Y'all
forging commissions
suck.
do I still have to finish? Let's see. Bring it!
How was this generation able to save Natlan if none of these priests could even learn a fraction of an older priestess's knowledge? Dang. I see those plants over there. I want them. My plants. I did not realize there was a jump there. I'm glad Sheila just kind of jumped on her own. That would have been unfortunate.